What is happening, everyone? Welcome to Dr. Prepper. Today I would like to cover what does someone who is prepared keep with them when they leave their house, right? Now, this isn't talking about what you keep in your pockets or keep on your person. This doesn't count towards what you keep in your vehicle. If you keep a bug out bag or a get home bag in your vehicle, these are items that you keep with you when you leave your house, and you sit it in your vehicle. That way you have some certain items with you on top of your bug out bag, your get home bag, on top of what you keep on your persons, whether you're carrying a pocket knife with you, a lighter, a pry bar, a flashlight, a multi-tool, that sort of thing. If you're carrying that on your person, that is great, but it is also good to have some extra gear with you. Now, this is a sling pack that 9 times out of 10 I will take with me. This has several different compartments. One small one here, one medium one here, another one here, and then it also has a fourth one back here. And it does come equipped so that you can store a pistol in here as well. Actually, 2 separate spots, but that is not what we are covering here today. So the first item is having some sort of smaller bag. I love backpacks. I have tons of backpacks, and that's what I keep in my truck for a get home bag or a gear bag that I keep in my truck. But it's good to have something that's a little more minimal. Now, I know the camo is not maybe the best look for everyone, but where I live, it's a small town. This is not out of the ordinary to see. But if I did want to kind of blend a little more, I have something that's just a little more slimline, streamlined. It has just 2 pockets, and it's very simple. This is a cheap $8-10 sling pack. It's pretty well made with the exception of the strap here, but after using this for a couple months at this point, it has held up pretty good. So I do use this occasionally, but I tend to gravitate more towards this one. Now, we can cover some of the items that I keep in here. Now, a lot of times I will throw my wallet in here. This is a Travax wallet right here. I throw my wallet in there. I throw my keys in here. I throw a pair of my earbuds. I have some medicines and some extra batteries, a little bit of extra change. I keep an extra pen in there. I keep an extra lighter. Now, some of this might be second items, 2 is one is none type of an idea, and that's okay to have duplicate items. If you carry a lighter on you all the time, it's not a bad idea to have an extra one in your bag. If you carry a pen on you, it's not a bad idea to have an extra one, right? And because I carry flashlights, I keep AA batteries in there just in case. Now, as we move to the back, the bigger portion, I keep a fixed blade with me all the time lately, or for the last couple of weeks. It has been the CRKT Razel, and this has a chisel front edge and then a nice sharp secondary edge. My Carta handles, very comfortable, full tang, does have a lanyard hole there and a striking item, so to speak, at the bottom. And the reason I like keeping this one in the bag is because if I want to take it out of the bag and put it in my pocket, my back pocket, or on my belt, it is already equipped and ready to go because the Kydex sheath has a clip built in it. So, and it's very utilitarian. You know, it's got that chisel edge plus the nice sharp straight edge. Very utilitarian fixed blade. And if I needed a different style of fixed blade, I keep a couple in my truck. So not a huge deal. Now, another thing that I keep inside my pack, within my pack, is a pouch. And I also keep a Hank in there and some pencils, carpenter's pencil, a Ticonderoga pencil for work purposes. Since I am a carpenter, it's always good to have some extra pencils. Like, this is my bag I take to and from work with me. It's my bag if, you know, it's the weekend and we're going somewhere. I take this with me. I always keep an extra battery bank in here. Just in case, you know, I use my phone a lot. There's an extra cord in here as well. So that way I have some extra capabilities. Now, this is a Data Crew pouch. They are fairly expensive. You do not have to, by any means, get a pouch like this. These can get up into the $60, $70, $80 range. And like I said, you do not have to spend that much. These are Superior Thread Works, USA made. These are like 30 or 40, so about half the cost of one of those. Great investment. You can find them on Etsy. I will link these down below. And if you don't want to spend the 30 or 40, you can go with a Maxpedition pouch. Now, not necessarily this big of one. They make mini and pocket size ones that are like 15, 20 bucks, and they are fantastic. I have like 3 or 4 of them, but they are all kitted out in different kits. This is a bigger style, but laid out very similar. This one is not in use right now. I keep my slingshot in there and some slingshot BBs in a little notebook and write in the weather pen. But just to give you an idea of what you can do, so what I like to do is I like to have my stuff organized, right? And in order to do that to the fullest potential, inside my get home bag and inside my sling pack, I like to keep little pouches, and that's where Maxpedition to me comes in handy. I have, I think, 4 or 5 of these in my get home bag to keep a lot or a majority of the stuff organized. And that is why I like keeping this Data Crew pouch inside my sling pack, because it gives me some extra capability, some extra items. We'll go over this one quickly as well. But in here, you know, I keep a lighter, I keep a mini pry bar, I keep an extra pen, I keep an extra flashlight. You know, and nothing crazy, nothing expensive. This is a drop collaboration flashlight. They might be like 15 bucks, but it's proven itself to me. It works very good. 1 AAA battery and you are up and running, no question, and it's got a good light on it. I have had no issues with it. Of course, you can spend much more, but this one fits perfect for this pack itself. And then I also keep a little morale patch there. I keep a Gerber diamond here because this has a ton of capability. It's got spring-loaded pliers. It's got a, I think it has, yeah, it's got a box cutter there. It's got an extra blade there. And then on this side, you got a pair of spring-loaded scissors. So, pair of pliers, pair of scissors, an extra blade, and then you of course get your flathead and 2D Phillips head. So nice capability here, a bottle opener of course, and then I keep a secondary knife in here, the NAFSCO Lander, just a small little pocket knife coming in D2 steel, contoured G10 handles, very comfortable. You know, it's not a big knife, but it's a dependable, usable knife, you know, with a great drop point blade, easy to open, easy to close, something that is not a bunch of money, but that's going to be reliable if I need to get it out. And that's kind of where a lot of this stuff falls. You know, it's not a ton of money that is put into the items in here, but it's some decent items that will continue to work for me if I need them to. I tend to like these clipper lighters. They are refillable, so that's one reason why I really like those. Right in the weather pen, or right in the rain pen, and then of course a flashlight, and then some more patches there on the front. And then we'll quickly go over this Superior Threadworks pouch. And if you're familiar with my other channel, you have seen this pouch before, and you've seen this one before. I have them kitted out a little differently, but fairly similar as well. I keep a bigger pry bar in here, and this is a bit driver as well to maintain my knives or my multi-tools. Houses the bits here, and then that is where you can insert them and get to work. You do have a nice pry bar head here and a bottle opener there, of course. And then I keep a nice pair of titanium tweezers. We all know those can come in handy. Splinters, whatever. Nice little Big Idea Design Pocket Pen Pro here, adjustable. You can put different refills in here all the way out to about that big or so. So it's nice and adjustable. It's also very compact when you need it to be. I keep another flashlight in here. I keep another multi-tool. The Shieldon Leap is a fantastic $8–10 multi-tool. It's got a saw blade. It's got a regular straight edge blade. Every item on this thing locks. You have a dual can opener, bottle opener there. You do have a 2D Phillips head, and you do have a file there. And then a nice pair of scissors comes on this guy. This is worth it just for the scissors pretty much. But then you have, you know, the little saw, the little straight edge. And for what this saw is and what the straight edge is, this is 440C, so it's some decent steel, and it's actually a very good price in my opinion. And then everything is locking, so this is a great item to kind of throw in a pack or a pouch. And then I keep a Big Idea Designs TPT slide, which is just a housing for a razor blade. Comes in nice and handy, nice and minimal. Pocket clip. These are very expensive, so maybe not for everyone, but there is alternative options out there. And the basic idea for this video, guys, is preparedness and survival and EDC, or everyday carry, are so intertwined that they follow each other. Someone who is EDC driven, whether they know it or not, is prepared. They're survival driven. Maybe they don't even know that. But someone who likes to have EDC gear on them is survival minded. They want to have stuff to be prepared for whatever event it might be. Now, I don't keep both of these in my sling pack. I kind of alternate them depending on the situation. If I'm just going to work, or if I'm going here, going there, it really depends on which one I take with me, you know, what I'm wearing and what I can keep on myself. So it just really depends, but it's good to have different options. Now, could you just use one pouch and just switch items in and out, you know, based on where you're going and all that stuff? Of course you could. You know, you could get away with just one EDC pouch. Let me know if you are one of those people, because once you kind of get a pouch, you know, it kind of might spiral out of control to the point where you end up with a few more. Like me, I probably have a dozen pouches similar to these 3 that you see here, if not more than a dozen. I also got into backpacks fairly heavily. I have probably 6 or 8 of those. And then I have other packs and whatnot, tool rolls, bigger pouches like this. And they're just great for organizing your gear. And, you know, you can make one based on a tool pouch. You can make one a fire kit. You can make one like I have here, backups to what your main items are. So that's really what I wanted to cover today. And if you're new to this whole preparedness, survival, and EDC world, just to give you an idea of what it looks like to at least have some items that can help you in any given situation. You know, pliers, knives, flashlights, multi-tools, pens, all that stuff can be used on an everyday basis, but most certainly can be used in an unwelcoming situation. You know, if you find yourself in a bad situation, you don't know what you're going to need, and it's going to be very rare that you have everything that you could possibly need. But to cover some of the bases, to have some stuff that you need, is going to aid the situation for the better for you and anyone else that is involved, especially if you have a family and a significant other. There is no question in my mind that you should be carrying things on your person, flashlight, knife, that sort of gear, and then also have some secondary means of gear very close by. And if you are in your vehicle, no question that you should have a backpack in there with some items, you know, water filtration, maybe a tarp, you know, a set of walkie-talkies. And we're going to cover my get home bag very shortly here within the next week or so, what I keep in my get home bag, what my get home bag is. We're also going to be covering one of my lights out kits coming up very soon as well. So look forward to those, and let me know what you think of carrying extra gear in a sling pack or in a backpack, having seconds of certain items. That way, if the first one, the primary one, breaks or goes out or whatever, you have backups to kind of take its place until you can get the primary one fixed up. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And before you head out of here, if you're new to the channel or you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button down below the video. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, I will catch you on the next one.